Well, hello and a very warm welcome. The Champ de Mars Arena, just in the shadows of the Eiffel Tower. One judo throw away from there. And we are ready for the para-judo, wherever you are in the world. I hope your view is as good as that. And your seats are as comfortable as these for the fans who are gathered for the big spectacle here. And the big chance to enjoy the Paralympic Games. And it is para-judo delivering down on the tatami, wherever you are. If you're a judo expert, a warm welcome. You'll be looking forward to this one. And if you're brand new to the sport, worry not. We'll walk and talk you through all the minor details and the intricacies of this wonderful sport. Maximum efficiency for minimum effort, that will be the motto here on mat number 2 at the Champ de Mars Arena. And in the para-judo, the athletes are in 2 categories. J1, those athletes that are completely blind, and in J2, athletes that have some minor field of vision. But a vision there of the fans, friendly as ever with the bonnet Frigeon on. That's the hat and the mascot combined, and chapeau to them. And they're ready, of course, for the judo, conducted over 4 minutes. From the 4 minutes of the match, 3 minutes until they are called onto the mat. 5 big categories today to enjoy, and there is your schedule. In mat number 2, we have Italy and Mongolia starting things off in the men's under-90s, Iraq and France likewise, Kazakhstan, Iran. And in the women's heavier weight category, the plus-70s, we have Italy going against France, the host nation. And then we shift to J2 category. See Christopher Skelly from Great Britain at the bottom there, along with Georgia, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Brazil and Uzbekistan, all in the quarter-final stages already by virtue of their ranking. I'm sure phoning friends and family saying, quick, 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 the judo's on. Who can answer the call? Palais Cyril to Limoges is with you. So all of Limoges, which is where the mighty Cyril Jonard is from. He's going to have to work hard in the quarterfinals. Fans here all ready to support him. He'll be going against Taha Al-Gubru from Iraq in this League of Nations, as we see the men's under 90 kilogram path. Brazil and Uzbekistan already in the quarterfinals. Likewise Turkey, and a chance for Italy and Mongolia to join them. In the men's under 90 kilograms, Daniel Powell and Kretul of Moldova in the quarterfinals. Will it be Iran or Kazakhstan, or indeed Iraq or France joining them? Who is joining us? A very special moment now for Angelique and Artus Collandier. Bronze medal in Athens and Beijing at the Paralympic Games. Well, not just an athlete, not just a medalist at the Paralympic Games, but also a film director. Un petit truc en plus, a little thing and more, and this is no small thing. To start off the Paralympic Games judo here. Keiko Seonde, also a comedian, and plenty to smile about for her now. Artus as well. And the artistic duo start us off in classical French theatre style. Well, the athletes will be hoping to hit the tatami with such force and get such reaction as the curtain is raised here. Well, after all the pleasantry and pageantry in Paris, it's time for the tough stuff now on the tatami. As the referees make their way in, they're in charge, of course, of the safety of the athletes primarily. As Italy and Mongolia get ready, Valerio Teodori against Batakis Batkuyag. in the under 90 kilogram J1 first round of 16. So there are 2 tatamis going at the same time, as we see Georgia Lasha Kishlashvili coming in. He will go against Kazakhstan's Gasselman Smaguli. Our focus will be on Italy against Mongolia, and the referee's focus will be on the 4 minutes, with the possibility for golden score if things are tied. The referee will also shout "Joe Guy" if the athletes get too close to the edge of the mat for their safety. The referee can also give out Shido penalties, 3 of those. Yellow cards, it is game over. Well, Valerio Teodori, ranked number 10 in this one, along with Alessia Regis, the coach in the corner. John Ranmakers from the Netherlands, highly experienced centre referee. As we wait for Baktus Batugag from Mongolia to come in. He's not coming all the way from Mongolia, but by the looks of things, he will not be making it in at all. Perhaps an injury has befallen him, and we will see the ceremony of presenting the victory now to Romano Teodori. And he is the winner. Our thoughts go to Baktus Baktayug from Mongolia, unable to compete in this one. A very useful run out there for Valerio Romano Teodori, as he goes back to the welcoming arms of his coach, Alessia Regis. Down the steps he goes, and he makes another step through. Into the quarterfinals he goes. And the coach happy with that one, with his supporters too. I dare say a perfect performance there. And no sweat was given, no quarter either, as he makes it to the quarterfinals. And if you have just joined us waiting for the judo action, upcoming will be Iraq against France. Taha Al-Gubri against Cyril Jonard. And of course, somewhere in the call room, they're frantically getting them organised, given that very late withdrawal in the previous matchup. So give us a few moments and they will be on the tatami. All families and fans, young and old, gathered, sharing this spectacle here in the Champ de Mars. And hats off to them. Men's under 90 kilograms, J1 category, the round of 16. Taha Albouri from Iraq going against Cyril Jonard of France. Taha Albouri just being escorted round. And making sure that friends and family are aware of his presence. World rank 21, has been as high as 13 at the World Championships recently in Baku. And a respectful, warm ovation for the man from Iraq. However, a slightly warmer ovation now for Cyril Jonard, world champion in 2022. Won the Paralympic Games back in Athens 2004. Kathleen Friedrich will be keeping an eye on this one. Well, let's go, Cyril. All of Limoges is with you. With him in the corner, Cyril Pages. As both coach and athlete just making sure they're in the right position. Well, he's been in the right position at both world and Paralympic level. Some achievement, winning the Paralympics in 2004, winning the Worlds 18 years later in Baku. Can he back it up here with home success? Oh, big puff of the cheeks. Is he ready? Wife Cecilia, daughters Athena and Naoki will be cheering him on. The shorter of the two, but as we know in judo, the objective is to throw. Both men circling. Io is blue. Shiro, the judoka, in white. And the Tomonagi attempt here, that's the sacrifice throw. Looking for the hold down. 20 seconds of this. It could be an opening win for Cyril Jonard. He's working hard. Good defensive work there. Springing back into life. Taha Albouri. Well, the first Wazari, that's the half score. 2 Wazaris equals Ippon, and that is what's required to win. The referee guides them back into position. Well, he was in trouble there, was Taha. It was almost Taha stuck to the tatami for 20. Cyril Jonard given the Wazari for the throw. Is he going to get the Ippon to match? They're reviewing it. The Wazari is taken away. That little wipe away signal as the referee brings them back together. Cyril Pages, the coach, amused with that one. Trying to get that dominant grip. Taha of Iraq keeping his hips well back. Good attempt there from Cyril Jonard. And the Newaza, the ground techniques, looking for a possibility to tap. And the referee just giving a tap on the shoulder to let them know it's time to stand up again. Well, Albouri from Iraq, the highest stage he's ever made on his Paralympic debut. Grabs the lapel with the right arm. Left arm lapel grab from Jonard. And they go into the spin trying to get the throw. Good defence again there from Taha Al-Bouri, making sure that he didn't land either on his side for half a point or on his back for 1 point. Going through the motions and going through the paces already. 48 years old now is Cyril Jonard. He's had to work at a high pace here. Taha's coach giving out the instructions and the encouragement, as they can do during this pause. The first Shido for passivity. And the referee, you saw there, just tracing on the hand. Cyril Jonard, blind and deaf. Won't hear the encouragement, but will feel the vibrations of the crowd in the Champ de Mars. Now feeling the strength of Al-Bouri. So the referee just patting him on the shoulder just to let him know. They also trace the score or the penalty on the hand. So a straight line I for Ippon, W for Wazari. The one they want to avoid is Hansokomaki. That's the H, and that would be disqualification. And then Ishido is an X on the hand. Excellent support tries with the Seoinage throw. Good break of the grip there from Taha. Al-Bouri in danger. Well, not really. You can, of course, choke your opponent here or get their arm out as they get themselves back to their feet here. Cyril Page is running through the pages in his mind of instructions at the halfway stage now in terms of the clock. And it's good again from Taha Al-Bouri, making sure that he doesn't get thrown onto his side. And Cyril Jonard breathing heavily. The expectation, of course, of the home games. So back in the Alliance Judo Club in Limoges, they'll be cheering him on. A couple of serious shoulder injuries in 2023. Managed to rehab them. Shouldering the weight now of French expectations. Tries to dig that leg in. Again, good sprawling from Taha Al-Bouri. But the Iraqi will have to show something as an attacking force. Well, the Paralympic debutant from Iraq now has 2 yellow cards. One more of those and he will be disqualified. He's going against the previous Paralympic champion. Back in Athens 2004. But most recently world champion in the figure of Cyril Jonard. Good attempt there from Taha, trying to come forward. The man from Iraq trying to dig this leg through the gap. That's not a bad attempt. Uchimata, he's going to get the Wazari minimum. Cyril Jonard trying to turn one score into 2. Can he get the hold down? He's got the strength. The clock is ticking. He only needs a 10-second hold down now. 5 seconds from the quarterfinals. Cyril Jonard has had to work hard. as the big gong goes. Well, the crowd knows, and now he does too. A pat on the back as he's flat on his back, absolutely exhausted. Cyril Jonard really pushed it to the limit there. Taha Albouri worked extremely hard, the man from Iraq. Put the pressure on, hands on his head, he knows. And good work from the referee, making sure that both men get through the contest, showing their best judo. Going to be a hand signal trace now for Cyril Jonard. The eye for Ippon. And that will feel pretty good after the hard work done. Referee just saying wait for the handshake. We'll do the formalities of fixing the judo gi. It's his moment. Cyril Jonard. Was the head man there. Taha Albouri of Iraq worked hard. Cyril Jonard worked him out and works his way into the quarterfinals. Well, Cyril Pages provides the broad shoulders to guide him back out as he guides him as a coach here. Pressure. What pressure? Volunteers in the background there, signalling the Wazari as well. Knowledgeable crowd. Win by pin, Cyril Jonard. Well, happy days for Équipe de France. A chance for them to celebrate host nation success. A host of other athletes for them to cheer on. The men's under 90 kilograms now between Kazakhstan and Iran, the under 16, the round of 16 in the under 90 J1 grouping. Bazaryan Arstanbekov against Musa Ghulam Safaya. Bayrzan Arstanbekov from Astana in Kazakhstan, the 36-year-old, flanked there by Davron Ozarov, the coach in the corner. Mausa Holamisafia. And John Ramaker's the centre referee. As Ghulam Isafia makes his way in here with the help of Mohammad Reza Haji. Second in the Para-Asian Games, the man on the right of your screen. That silver medal coming in Hangzhou in 2022 at the same championships. The man on your left, Arstanbekov, took the bronze. Both making their Paralympic debut here. Ghulam Safai standing tall, showing his strength. The Takiwaza, he wants to stay on his feet. Attempts now twice to go to the ground for Arstanbekov. As the referee calls Mate to pause them, to stand them up. Doran Osarov giving out his instructions. Musa Holam Safia, the taller of the two. But Judo all about that big reach, but the big paw over the back there from Musa. Well, the main objective is to throw the opponent onto the back for the full ippon or onto the side. If you hold them down for 20 seconds, or choke them, strangle them, or arm lock them, they will have to tap out. As the clock ticks and taps towards the end of this first minute. Musa Kalam Safai just been guided back to the central position as they tried to get the dominant grip. One in the sleeve, one in the lapel, one over the back of the shoulder, the big overhook from the man in blue. Tries to dig the leg in. Over the call from the coach, which is good in Farzi. So Farzi, so goody for the moment for Musa Kalam Safai. Hanging on in there. No scores on the board. And Arstanbekov having his head dragged down, and that's to get the opponent, once they're dragged down, as they stand, then you've got the momentum to try and get the throw. The referee at some point might consider some Shido penalties just for passivity, and he's done just that, pulling the head down. A little bit too rough there from Musa. Takes the first yellow card. For the Uchimata to force the leg up through the inside. The Kosoto and Osotogari options, inside and the outside of the calf. Tries for it this time, gets it. That's an absolute beauty. Musa Holam Safai holds him, slams him, and the man from Iran will take that ippon straight away. Expertly done. And we'll now get the confirmation from the centre referee. Good moments for Musa Holam Safia. In the men's under 90 kilograms J1 category, it's the man from Iran progressing from the round of 16 into the quarterfinals. The final bout, and it is the final bout, an attempt there from Baziran Arstanbekov, the man from Kazakhstan, exits. But Musa makes his move. And this was how the speed, the extra half step, and the power. Women's plus 70 kilograms J2s, Rebecca Souza de Silva of Brazil against Dusardav Karimova of Azerbaijan. Match is conducted over 4 minutes. Both fighters trying to throw their opponent onto the back for that ippon. Well, Rebecca de Sousa Silva from San Bernardo, the world bronze medalist and bronze in the Pan American Games in Chile. Well, Dusardav Karimova on the way in. Hanna Safrakova from Czechia already waiting. As we see Jean Bragança, the coach, guiding her in. Not too much guidance needed for Karimova Dusardav, the Paralympic champion from Tokyo, on the right-hand side of your screen. And her sister Kanin also won the day before in Tokyo. Karimova Dusardav, the lone family representative here. Rebecca de Sousa Silva will need to be decisive early. Karimova Dusardav looks to avoid that drop Seoinage. So when you drop down, try to throw your opponent over. Jean Bragança, been a busy coach. Likewise, opportunities for Karimova to try and do the same. So tapping the legs just to try and establish where they are, and then to get an opportunity to throw. This is the J2 category, so athletes are visually impaired rather than completely blind. Karimova Dusardav, Paralympic champion, tapping away. And in doing that, you can draw your opponent into making the step. These movements, critical to get that off-balancing. Gets an opportunity to throw. Good evasion there from the battler in blue from Baku. Gives a big shout. Staying motivated. Karimova Dusardav. But not staying active enough. First Shido given. The yellow card penalty. So the importance of the dominant grip here. Attempt to kick the leg there from Rebecca Sousa de Silva. He's thrown the desire to go for this, but every time breaking the grip on the way through, so the referee will be watching that. Because if you intentionally let go in this gripping up process, that can be one little Shido, one little yellow card, of which there's one hanging against the Azeri. So far the Takiwaza standing technique's not paying dividends for the Brazilian. Might be advised to take it to the mat for the Newaza. Use that strength. Rebecca de Sousa Silva gripping on again. And passive again with the same technique, so that's 4 or 5 goes at it. Karimova Dusardav wise to it. But a second penalty now. Going to Karimova Dusardov of Azerbaijan. So judoka in blue, the Paralympic champion, who's come back into things recently after injury. Took a silver medal in Rotterdam last year at the Europeans. In the danger zone now at the halfway stage in terms of time. So she's going to have to get active. Tries for the Sianagi approach, puts herself in a precarious position. And the ippon has been put up in favour of Brazil. Excellent counter work there. Rebecca de Souza Silva will wait for confirmation that she has managed to take out the Paralympic champion here. Karimova Dusardov back to her feet, and let's see confirmation then. Rebecca de Souza Silva with a big upset win, taken in good stead though by the Paralympic champion Gursadaf Karimova, but it is all over for her as Brazil advances here. Rebecca de Souza Silva in the plus 70 kilograms J2 grouping into the quarter-final. I think they've enjoyed it, the Brazilians, the fans and the family in the stand. Big fan of this. The change of direction there. The drop Sianagi attempted by the Azeri, forced back though. That prodigious power in the right arm. The women's plus 70 kilograms in the J2 category. Rebecca de Souza Silva from Brazil advancing, as Italy, France, Cuba, Australia, Kazakhstan and China try to do the same. Well, the Champ de Mars arena here in the shadows of the Eiffel Tower. And it's the women's plus 70 kilogram J2 grouping. Carolina Costa of Italy against Priscilla Lese of France. So that is the big yellow tatami. They have to stay in the confines of that, throw their opponent onto their back for ippon to win. Easy to say, very, very hard to do, especially at this level. Speaking of levels, this is the quarter-finals. Carolina da Costa here, getting a good ovation, the European champion. World champion on the way in. So Priscilla Lese from Avignon. Certainly getting plenty of support. Recently the European champion, as a man from New Zealand, Craig Bartlett, brings them both onto the mat. Well, Alele blue the call, and in the blue is Lese. Carolina Costa from Messina, current European and world champion, took the bronze in the Paralympic Games last time out. She's also taken good control there. So athletes in the J2 category have vision impairments. They have some field of vision. attempt to use that dominant grip to try and overbalance each other. Vasila Lese in blue. Oh, very nice there. Does well to defend Carolina Costa's attempt at the throw. Good from Costa though. She's forced it. She's changed the direction and she's changed it into a nippon. Excellent work there. Impressive as Silvio Tavaletti, the coach in the corner, gives her the big signal. And the referee does the same. Winner by ippon there. In a very impressive fashion in the quarterfinals. Carolina Costa of Italy makes it into the semi-finals of the women's +70 J2 grouping. And what a win it was. Richly deserved, momentarily quieting the home fans. Carolina Costa advances in France. This is how she did it. Drop Sianagi attempt there by Letzi. Huge change of direction here. Watch the right arm, forcing her down. Perfect power and precision from Carolina Costa. Women's over 70 kilograms J2 quarter-final. Sheila Hernandez from Cuba against Taylor Gossens of Australia. Sheila Hernandez Estupinan, the 23-year-old world silver medalist and Pan American Games champion. Taylor Gossens and Ivan Plavlinic, the coach in the corner. Estenseg Turbat from Mongolia, their centre referee. Well, the Australian just coming back from ACL reconstruction surgery, if you've ever had that for your knee. Never easy to rehab. She looks strong and has enjoyed that challenge. And of course the support of her parents key as she trains 6 days a week to be ready for this, her Paralympic debut. She goes up against the world silver medalist. Wonderful big throw straight away there. Well, living up to her ranking and her quality. Sheila Hernandez stupendous here. Sticks the ippon. Taylor Gossens goes by the wayside here at the Paris Paralympic Games. Sheila Hernandez Estupinan into the semi-finals now. Absolute perfection. Textbook stuff. And Taylor Gossens will go back to think again. Richer for the experience. The Aussie tried, the Cuban delivered. The quarter-finals now of the women's over 70 kilograms between Kazakhstan and the People's Republic of China. Zarina Raifova against Wang Hongyu. Zarina Varifova, the 33-year-old from Oskimen. Wang Hongyu, the 35-year-old from the People's Republic of China, current world champion. Roland Pogier will be watching them closely. And here she comes for China, World and Asian Games champ. And in the final of the Asian Games, she came up against this woman here, Zarina Raifova. And the athlete on your right. She had it right on the night to take the win against the Kazakh competitor. Wang Hongyu, the taller of the two. She's also in blue. Can she get a bit of momentum here? Good defensive posture from Zarina Raifova. It's the J2 category. 4 minutes for these athletes who have a visual impairment. Try and land the big ippon. If they don't do that, that's to land your opponent flat on their back. If you land them on their side, it will be a wazari. 2 of those. And it will be a win. Wang Hongyu began judo age 12. In the Olympic categories. And that strength and experience. Tries to land the ippon. My goodness me. Raifova Zarina from Kazakhstan did her very best to resist. A warm grin now from the coach. As Wang Hongyu just checks on her opponent to make sure that she's okay. Good compassion along with the commiserations, but the congratulations go to Wang Hongyu as she makes her way through. Excellent performance, textbook judo, and the sporting spirit there from the champion. Full of respect, but full of threat as she advances to the semi-finals in the women's plus 70 kilograms in the J2 grouping. Into the semi-finals now for Wang Hongyu. Raifova Zarina will have a chance to go into the repechage, but Wang Hongyu gave her no chance here. Super skills and a super finish. Men's plus 90 kilograms quarter-finals now in the J2 category. Christopher Skelly of Great Britain. And here he comes. Well, the man from Hull, plenty of supporters after his Paralympic gold success in Tokyo. And a host of support for this man. Nasser Zorgani. Well, he took up the sport after doing karate and kickboxing, all the various martial arts, loves a scrap, loves a fight. Etsenbek Turbat will be making sure that everything is done correctly. A good pat on the head. Well, he splits his time as a comedian, does the man from France. Originally from Algiers, but no laughing matter now as he comes in against the prodigious talent of Chris Skelly. Well, the taller of the two, Chris Skelly, originally from the Halton Price Judo Club. Ian Johns, the coach, in his corner, and they will have a game plan for Zorgani. Big atmosphere, man for the big occasion. Well, nicknamed the Polar Bear, as Chris Skelly is going to have to grin and bear this atmosphere. Keeping cool though. Possibility for the wazari straight away there for Chris Skelly. And that is confirmed by the centre referee. Well, he comes in good form. European silver medalist, forcing Zorgani onto the deck. The referee looking at the clock. If this goes to 10, because it has a wazari already, he will take the ippon and take the win. Couple of seconds to decide. And there goes the gong on the efforts of Nasser Zorgani. Super stuff. Ian Johns delighted. And Chris Skelly just checking there. Thought he needed the 20 seconds. But 10 will do. Getting it done in double quick time there. Well, the Paralympic champion showing his class. Mutual respect from both men. Nasser Zorgani knew it was going to be a big challenge coming into this one. And the man from the Paris Saint-Germain Judo Club couldn't have given more. He will have a chance in the repechage. A chance now for the semi-finals for Chris Skelly. A warm embrace for Hull's finest. And it is Christopher Skelly in the quarterfinals, advancing by that huge hold down. Sweet dreams are made of these. Chris Skelly, his Paralympic dream goes on as he helps his former rival down the steps. He takes that step now into the semi-finals. Nothing straightforward about judo, but this tangles the leg, forces him down. That was the initial Wazari plus the hold down. Holding strong. Chris Skelly into the semis. Going for the two-time. The men's plus 90 kilograms, J2 grouping. Turkey's Bulukspaya will wait for Chris Skelly. And we wait to see, will it be Georgia, Indonesia, Kazakhstan or Brazil joining them on the corresponding semi-finals. Revaz Chikodze from Georgia against Tony Mantolas, the man from Indonesia. Revaz Chikodze, world number 2, the 40-year-old. Paralympic silver medalist last time out in Tokyo. Tony Ricardo Mantolas on the way in there. Young Eel, the coach, in the corner. Craig Bartlett, the referee, in the middle. If you're brand new to para judo, welcome. 4 minutes to decide. If it can't get done in that regulation time, they'll have a golden score round of unlimited time. Both have unlimited ambition at the moment. Who can stifle that? Chikodze, the man on the left, the current European champion. Tony Mantolas, a 5th place finish at the Asian Para Games, beginning to feel the strength of the Georgian. So the objective to throw the opponent onto their back for ippon, like so, and it is signalled. Textbook stuff from Revaz Chikodze. I'm not very good at maths, but 4 minutes to 3:42, 18 seconds. But super stuff and super speed. Good show of spirit from Tony Mantolas. He'll have a chance to go into the repechage, but into the semi-finals now. Revaz Chikodze of Georgia, richly deserved, a super ippon. And the man from Georgia takes the win. And look at this. Uchimata digs the leg in, steps through, and the big hop from the big man as Revaz Chikodze hops in to the semi-finals. Next quarter-final now, Kazakhstan against Brazil. Zumarsaya Shukrebekov against Sergio Fernandez Jr. Well, Shukurbekov, the 22-year-old from Kazakhstan, making his Paralympic debut here. Can he make a big breakthrough? Sergio Fernandez Jr., the man from Rio, ranked number 7. Took a World Championship 7th place, Pan American Games bronze medal. Catalin Friedrich will be keeping an eye in the centre. Well, he used to play wheelchair basketball, and his team finished in the top 10 in the World Championships 2022. Made the transition over to Judo, and this too, his Paralympic Games debut. Shukurbekov, I'm sure, will give him a warm welcome, as both now become Paralympians. As they grip up, the match starts. It's official, it's their chance. The big dance in France. Who wants to avoid the shidos, the 3 possible penalties from the referee, as they do the takiwaza, the stand-up efforts. Both coaches in vision, trying to provide the information to their players. And being in the J2 category, both men have some field of vision, visually impaired, but often can see some light, some spectrum of vision. But coming sharply into the frame now is a possible chokehold here. The referee may well stand them up. And she does. So if it's got a chance to flow, if it's one technique into another, that transition between standing up and groundwork, the referee will let it flow. Sergio Fernandez Jr., the man in blue, giving away some ground here. Shukurbekov trying to shake the Brazilian, who's a tough nut to crack. Tries, drives, has got the arm minimum, got the Wazari and the hold down. So that's the half-point score for the hold down. If he can keep the big Brazilian on his back for 10 seconds, he'll be into the semi-finals by way of a second Wazari. The strong man from Kazakhstan showing his class there on his Paralympic debut. Sergio Fernandez will be back for the repechage. Confirmation now from the centre referee of the victory here in the plus 90 kilograms J2 quarterfinals. Shukurbekov, a shake of the hands as he shakes off the efforts of Sergio Fernandez and goes into the semi-finals. Landed on his side, so that's a Wazari. Turned him onto his back to try and take another. Artur Cavallanti da Silva against Turgun Abdayev. Now the men's under 90 kilograms. Turgun Abdiev in the J1 category. Hanna Safrakova from Czechia, the centre referee. As Arthur Da Silva makes his way in. Both men in the J1 category, meaning they are blind athletes. Turgun Abdiev, the 26-year-old. Top 10 at the Worlds. Makes his Paralympic debut. The Brazilian Arthur Da Silva. This is his third Paralympic Games. And the world bronze medalist and silver at the Pan-American Games as well. In Santiago, Chile. In those Pan-American Games. He looked in very good form. Back from injury there. Arthur Da Silva just keeping his hips back, trying with that left leg to cause the trip, or at least cause the reaction. And Abdiev Turgun will be stood up again as the referee calls a pause, which is Mate, gets them back off the mat. When searching for the dominant grip, you can see the lapel there on the left hand, grabbing around the forearm with the right is the man from Uzbekistan as we look at Turgun Abdiev. The man in blue in a little bit of trouble now. Good attempted drop Seonagi. And Arthur Da Silva. Concentration from the coach there. Looks as if he's going to throw that coaching box. Always poised and ready, the judokas. And the strength and that kind of claw grip, and that is their own reference term. That type of claw grip training needed. Similar to climbers that thrilled us at the Olympic Games. They can climb to new heights and get the big throw. The Brazilian Arthur Da Silva trying to get his legs wrapped round. Jogai, the call from the referee, just about audible, which means you're on the edge of the yellow. There, Turgun, has he been turned over? Well, the referee's going to say no and stand him up again. So one of the ways to win is to get your opponent to tap out on the ground. The Newaza techniques. Arm bars allowed, choke holds allowed. To strangle the ambitions. Alexander Garcia, the coach in the corner. Good work from the referee. Just making sure that there's a fair grip up. And seeking the marginal advantage, sticking the hip straight out into the defensive position, tries to take the leg and takes the ippon with it. Turgun Abdiev had stayed in the contest for 2 of the 4 minutes. but the speed of thought there. Artur da Silva, a tour de force. And a check of the bag from the coach. They have bagged an opportunity now to make it into the semi-finals at the Paralympic Games. The referee will confirm it. And it is official. Impressive performance. Well, Artur Cavalcante da Silva takes the Ippon and puts himself now into the semi-finals of the men's under 90 kilogram J1 grouping, and he will take some stopping on that form. Takes the celebrations, trying to get the flag down to him. Happy days. Listening in as the flag flutters. And they've heard the thud, as that Ippon really matters. Well, Yasin Çimerçel from Turkey against Valerio Teodori, the man from Italy. The 30-year-old from Busra in Turkey. His second Paralympic Games. A two-time European bronze medalist. Teodori Valerio Romano with some running repairs as Roland Pogier brings them in. A little stumble on the step there, and a pat on the back there from Alessia Regis, the coach. Tough win. Some tape across the eye from a possible scratch just round the outside of it. Valerio Teodori against Yasin Çimerçel. Çimerçel has that upright posture. Possibility for the Italian to get the hold down here. The referee says no, it stands them up again. Alessia Regis doing her best to give the encouragement to Romana. Keeping it calm and cool. Kaliskan Muammer from Turkey, the coach in the corner. They're allowed to give those instructions during the pause. But no applause for that. Well defended from Romano Teodori. Yasin Çimerçel, the man from Bursa, is a teacher to trade. Trying to hand out some judo lessons here. Graduate of Ankara University, used to play goal ball for the national team. Different goal now. Try and get the Ippon, try and get into the semi-finals. It'll be a difficult tall Alder against Romano Teodori. Began judo age 6. All the experience, the Italian. Experiences the difficulty though of the Ippon. Tried to attack, was countered. Yasin Çimerçel Great moments for him. Romano Teodori Valerio will go into the repechage. But the referee signals for Turkey. Great moments for Yasin Çimçiler as he makes his way into the semi-finals at his second Paralympic Games. Çimçiler of Turkey win by ippon. Well, he takes the bout and he takes the win. Yasin advancing, Çimçiler delighted. Into the repechage goes Teodori, and this is why turned this around, forces him onto his back. And the second phase of this movement here, just textbook. The men's under 90 kilograms quarter-final between Moldova and France. Oh, Oleg Kretul on the way into this one. Paralympic champion back in 2008. This now his 5th Paralympic Games. Well, Cyril Jonald, a rub on the back of the head from his coach there. Catherine Friedrich from Hungary in charge. Well, the two-time European champion, most recently in Rotterdam, against Cyril Jonald, the most recent world champion. And also the distinction of the Frenchman being the first Frenchman to win the Paralympic Games in Judo. When is that in Athens, followed up with a silver in Beijing, so both men richly decorated. The Frenchman 48, the Moldovan 49. Age but a number. The number they have to work with is who can get the one, the ippon. 4 minutes in which to do it, and the movement straight away. Both athletes with the red dot. Means they are blind. Cyril Jonald is also a deaf athlete. He has the yellow dot on his right shoulder. He's working purely on feel. I'm sure he'll be feeling pretty proud. His wife Cecilia, daughters Athena and Naoki, watching on in the crowd, almost finding a way to get that left leg wrapped round. Oleg Kretul keeping things calm. And good work from the centre referee as we see Cyril Pages looking on intently. Well, the man from Limoges takes a Judo, and that is now traced on his hand to say there's a Judo for both. So Oleg Kretul able to hear. He's the man in white, the man in blue, needing that extra support there from the referee, tracing the cross on the hand to say Judo. If she traces one straight line down, I for ippon. I'm sure Cyril Jonald and the fans from Limoges to Paris will be delighted. Goes for it, gets the trip, but landing straight on the stomach rather than on the side for a half score, or back for a full score. Vitaly Grigor, the Moldovan coach, in the corner, trying to give out some encouragement during this pause. Both men trying to create that dominant grip, breaks the grip, but couldn't quite get the throw over there. Oleg Kretel, super speed though, trying to get the turnover and the possible chokehold. The referee having a look, but the arm slips out. So you can get your opponents to submit during the ground techniques, the Newaza. Cyril Page is looking on. Grigor, likewise, the man from Moldova, trying to give some encouragement. Halfway stage now of this quarter-final. Oleg's sons, Oleg and his daughter Yulia, also here cheering him on at his 5th Paralympic Games. And a tap in the back and a call of Jogai means you're too far away. Got to stay in the yellow. It's of course a raised ring. Ticking towards 1 minute and 10 seconds. If it were to stay like this, it would go to golden score. Neither man can be separated, but the power in the grip, you can see the grimace there on the face as Oleg Kretel breaks grip. Hasn't shown too much interest in the groundwork. Prodigious fitness, both men nudging towards 50 years old. As we nudge towards the last 50 seconds. And he taps out with the leg to try and find the right distance to go for a possible throw. Cyril Jonard just been guided back to the centre. Concentration from both coaches and from the referee in the centre, doing a super job. Packed crowd, Champ de Mars. Emotions packed into the hearts of both men, game plans in their minds. Who can get the pivotal score, or are we going to the golden score? The referee to credit, good speed across, just to make sure that they're safe. Jogai called. Cyril Page is saying no, didn't deserve the Shido. indicating to the referee that, of course, Cyril Jonard cannot hear. And the referee is taking away that Shido. Shido is taken away. Confirmation and clarity, really good work from coach and referee. Easy to get caught up in the frenetic atmosphere here in France. But done with dignity and respect, as is customary in judo. Last 20 seconds now in regulation time. A big boot to the leg there. Oleg Kretel trying to promote and provoke a response. Cyril Jonard keeping his patience, tries for the underhook with the arm there. Goes for the possible throw. But the gong goes, of course, unaware of that. And Cyril Jonard, there's a tap on the back there, just realising that is the referee's arm and not his opponent's. So the muscle memory and the speed of thought there from Cyril Jonard. And the under 90 kilograms, well, that's what they'll have weighed in at. They'll be 93, 94 kilograms now, fully hydrated and strong, as you can see. Well, Kretel just been reminded to adjust his judo gi. Taking his time to do it, trying to get some oxygen into the lungs, which will be burning, as are the ambitions of both. Golden score, France or Moldova. Cyril Jonard tries to reap the inside leg. Goes for it again. Very aggressive from the Frenchman. Has he overcommitted? That was right on the edge. Don't think it started inside the yellow section. Cyril Page is happy with the work of Cyril Jonard. Well, Cyril Jonard, both blind and deaf, and the vibrations from the host nation giving him some confidence. But the big grip on the inside bears no fruit. I have to say, centre referee has been superb. Allowing the judo to flow and to protect the safety with a Jogai call and the taps on the back. Well, should be tracing a score in the hand of Cyril Jordan, or again, good defensive work from Oleg Kretel. This time gets the turnover. A lot of work for very little on the scores. A minute gone in the golden score. Both men's fitness being tested to the maximum here in the quarterfinals. No signs of any more Shidos. 3 yellow cards and you would lose. Goes for the Tominagi, tries to force that foot into the hip and get the throw over. In the throes of doing so, both men hit the mat. And the call is Mate to stand them. Well, gripping up is hard to do as they get to grips with the possibility of a semi-final spot at the Paralympic Games. It's the minus 90 kilograms quarter-finals in the J1 grouping. The big drag over. Can he force onto the back? The referee has a look at it. Despite the efforts, the wriggling, the elusive skills of Oleg Gretel, gets himself out momentarily. Can he force him onto the back? No, that's the answer. So much effort. Flatten their back, absolutely exhausted. The Paralympic Games means this: get back up, try again. Hands on their knees, trying to catch some air. Both men soaked in sweat. And they will take plenty of time to get their judo gi tidied up. Each precious second a chance to recover. A grimace from Gretel. Cyril Jonard working hard. The man in blue from France, the host of expectations. The left leg from the man from Limoges. Trying to set it up, but looking for the big paw over. The overhook. Tries for it, gets it. What a huge throw. Wazari will take it. Cyril Jordan. Stamina, skill, strength and will. And he will make it into the semi-finals. Cyril Pages, the coach, elated. And that will go into the pages of magical moments in the illustrious career of Cyril Jonard. He's won the Paralympics before in Athens. He's won silver in Beijing. He's won the hearts and minds of the fans here in the Champ de Mars. The referee will give the confirmation. As Cyril turns conductor here. Oleg Gretel. They go head to head. But heading into the semi-finals. Cyril Jonard of France. Just fantastic moments. Takes the elation, takes the ovation. And both Cyrils arm in arm, Cyril Pages and Cyril Jonard. And they came in arm in arm. Shoulder to shoulder they go. Imperious levels of fitness, unbelievable. Huge throw. Cyril Jonard pointed to his ears, asking for more noise from the fans. More matches coming up now, quarter-finals. Daniel Powell of Great Britain, Musa Holam Safaya from Iran. Quarter-finals time now. Representing Great Britain, the opportunity now for Daniel Powell, the man from Liverpool, right there by Ian Johns, getting himself ready. Well, the European and World Silver medalist from Great Britain phases up now. Musa Holamsafia and Roland Pogier, a referee from Austria. Holamsafia coming into this one, the 30-year-old, in second place at the Asian Games. Dan Powell, silver at the Worlds. The Europeans for the third time Paralympian. He followed his dad Terry, a double judo Paralympic bronze medalist, into the sport. Daniel Powell, brother Mark, also competed in London, so judo in the family. I'm sure they'll be cheering him on. Likewise, back in Tehran, Musa Holamsafia will be trying to fire himself into the semi-finals. Daniel Powell, the man in the white judo gi. If you're brand new to the sport, it takes 4 minutes. Sometimes it can take just 1 second. A 4-minute match. As that Tomonagi attempt from the Brit falls short. You can also get the arm bar, which is the Brit tried to do. But plenty of grit from the Iranian stops that attempt. Encouragement from Ian Johns, coach in the corner. Mohammad Reza Haji, the Iranian, trying to do the same. Who can get the dominant grip? And then who can get the big throw? Ippon to win. Wazari is a half score. And other than that, you want to avoid the wrath of the ref for any Shido penalties, any yellow cards. 3 of those you would lose. Good attempt again for that Tomonagi fall back sacrifice. Push your feet up in the air into the hips. And full of focus. Seventh place at the Paralympic Games twice for the man from Liverpool. Back-to-back silvers at Worlds and Europeans. He's on form. Wants to be an inspiration to his son Edward. To continue that family love affair with judo, but nothing to love so far on the scores on the board. Musa Holamsafia showing his strength here. Moving towards the edge of the tatami now. And there's a possible attempt there at the Wazari, looks like it. The referee signalled it. Did he just signal pause? There was a trip to the leg plus a throw over onto the side. Wazari not added. And the Generate Academy back in Leicester, a community project for the Brit in white. The Liverpudlian doing his best to make sure that everybody gets active. An award winner for that. Trying to be awarded points though. As again, Musa Holamsafia stands up. From that social impact award, both men looking for the impact of the big throw. As we creep towards the halfway stage now in regulation time. Holamsafia trying to fire himself forward. Reza, coach in the corner for Iran. Saying Hubam, which is good. And he is doing well here. In his Paralympic debut, the silver medalist at the Asian Championships. Come back from ACL surgery, did this man here last year. Dan Powell, no stranger to injuries himself, but tries to trip the leg there. That wasn't far away from a score. The first Judo yellow card on the board there for the Iranian. Now it's time for the ground techniques, the Newaza. Any chance on that one, stood up again. Dan Powell also had knee reconstruction surgery back in 2018. He's made of tough stuff. Both men looking for that dominant grip. The lapel grabbed by Dan Powell on our side as we look at it. The big overhook attempted there from the Iranian. Ghulam Safai. A moment of magic needed from Musa, as Dan dares to dream of the semi-finals. Ian Johns wants the intensity turned up. The right hand up on the lapel. Won't be the lapel show. Who can get the momentum with the turn? Tries to step in with that leading left leg. That's Ghulam Safai. Tominagi sacrifice attempt again there from Dan Powell. Both coaches giving their utmost here. Utmost attention now required as we creep into possibly the last minute. Golden score also a distinct possibility. Was that Ghulam Safai? The man from Iran trying to get some sort of momentum. Can't get the feet going. Good taps to the leg from Daniel Powell, just establishing where he is on the tatami. The referee doing the same. There's a call of Jogai as they almost end up in the photography positions. And prodigious fitness from Dan Powell, likewise from Musa Ghulam Safai. Ghulam Safai again tries to dig that one in. Once more to the mat from Dan Powell. Trying to force the turnover and get this arm out here. The clock is on. The Ippon is given. He forced it in one continuous movement. The referee had to make sure he didn't leap off into the Champ de Mars arena stands there. Outstanding turnaround. The precision of Powell in Paris will put him into the semi-finals. Musa Ghulam Safai had done so well every time to deal with that Tominagi attempt. The Liverpudlian used the sacrifice throw, disguised it, turned it over and held him down. Disappointment there for the man from Tehran. Delight for Liverpool's finest. Daniel Powell, a warm embrace there with his rival as he embraces the big occasion yet again at the Paralympic Games in the men's under 90 kilograms J1s. Daniel Powell of Great Britain will be into the semi-final. Flags are flying and Powell hits the flight just on time. A warm embrace with Ian Johns, the coach, in the corner. Really good judo. Had to be persevering, had to be brave. Dan Powell in Paris into the semi-finals. Gets the turnover. Sticks it down. And the jump for joy from Powell. And John's delighted as well. Well, in the women's plus 70 kilograms J2s, the semi-finals, they're getting ready for your entertainment. Rebecca Souza Silva against Carolina Costa. Rebecca de Souza Silva, world rank #1 from San Bernardo, the world bronze medalist in Baku, flanked by João Bragança, the coach, in the corner. Here comes Carolina Costa, world rank #4, with Silvio Tavaletti, the coach, in the corner for her. The Brazilian pounding her chest, and also that Brazilian flag. Such pride for both in this semi-final opportunity. The pass through there. Carolina Costa in double quick time against the host nation, and a host of expectations for the world champion on the right-hand side of the screen as you look at it. Bronze medalist last time out in Tokyo as well. Rebecca de Souza Silva, can she seize her opportunity to make it into the Paralympic Games final? De Souza Silva circling, she's the athlete in white. And this is good movement. Of course, in the J2 category, they have some field of vision, so less jogai called, which is from the referee to warn them that they're on the edge of the yellow section of the tatami. As expected, Silvio, the coach, in the corner, giving the encouragement here for Carolina Costa, who works in the police force as a judo coach as well. Judo master from Messina, trying to get that big grip on and try and create the big ippon. Couple taps at the ankles, good movement, tries to force it, but leaves the space. João Bragança, well, he's been a busy coach here at the Paralympic Games. He'll want that to continue. Plenty of stars emerging. Trying to shine bright in the city of light, Brazil and Italy here in this women's plus 70 kilogram, the heavyweight category. Tries to dig the leg through for that Uchimata opportunity. Did Rebecca de Souza Silva. But decisive was Carolina Costa. Good defensive work. So far, defensive from both. Carolina Costa, who for the first time tries to turn up the pace a little bit here. Rebecca de Souza Silva, decisive. It's the Para Judo semi-finals. Again, the referee unmoved. Rebecca de Souza Silva takes that opportunity to create another Shido. She's put the pressure on, has the Brazilian. 2 yellow cards now, hanging against Carolina Costa. One more of those would be disqualification. Tries for it. Trying to be aggressive now, the Brazilian. Jamba Gransat looking for that second phase. Throw to the ground and then get the groundwork going. Silvio Tavaletti, the coach in the Italian corner, imploring his charge forward. Pattern is repeating itself here in this semi-final. These attempts at the Uchimata from the Brazilian. Sousa de Silva have at least created 2 yellow cards. Carolina Costa has to come forward. Past the halfway stage now, tries for the first time to drive. Good attempt there from Misana Judoka, bronze medalist last time out. And she is the world champion currently and the European champion, the Italian. She's up against it here. She'll need all of her experience. A minimum Wazari needed, that half score. Breaking the grip there. I wonder if the referee will have a look this time. A possible Shido for Brazil. And there it is. So a tale of yellow cards. We can play their cards right now into the last minute and a half. Been a slow and steady pace in this semi-final. Pace initially pushed by Rebecca de Souza Silva, the Brazilian. Trying this time to get the good leg in. Carolina Santos. And Silvio Tavetti looking for a evening up of yellow cards. Nothing doing from the ref. Champ-de-Mars Arena momentarily quiet. Save for the lone Italian voice. Be first, Prima. Trying to go for it. Possibility for the Wazari. The referee had a look at signalling for it. It's been added on the stadium scoreboard. It's now been added on our scores. Carolina Costa. Prima was the call. Be first. She took it to heart and took it to the mat. We're going to have a little review of it. Either to wipe away the Wazari, or was it a throw to the back of Rebecca de Souza Silva? The Brazilian had done all the work to push it forward, but it is the Wazari confirmed. Now, all about the San Bernardo judoka. Has to come forward. Gets the leg trip. Puts herself in a precarious position. Can't hold the arm. Two enemies now for de Souza Silva. One in Costa and one in the clock. We've got 50 seconds left, Silvio Tavaletti telling her. Carolina Costa giving Jean Bragança plenty to think about. Big breaths in now for the Brazilian. Can she breathe life back into her semi-final chances? Breaking off the grip there. And she lost her grip in this semi-final. And the referee indeed gives that second Shido. One more penalty for either, it would be all over. They have to be impactful and aggressive now in their judo. No more negativity, no more passivity. Carolina Costa, I was saying there, against Rebecca de Silva. Complaining that her arm got caught up in the throes of action. Both fighters going through their full repertoire and their entire range of fitness, breathing heavily. Just a little quiet word. Silvio Tavaletti, the coach in the corner, just to keep it calm. And gripping up is hard to do here at the semi-final stages. Carolina Costa, the world champion, has the minor advantage of that Wazari. Both coaches a cautionary tale, no more Shidos available. One more yellow card and it's over for either. The same technique, the same outcome, getting up quickly. Carolina Costa. Jean Bragança, head bowed in resignation, possibly in prayer. Is there still time for a Brazilian fight back? Or will she be coming right back for the repechage? Carolina Costa from Messina. Well, she'll have heard that gong on the other tatami. She'll be looking and hoping that gong will come pretty quickly. 13 seconds can feel like a lifetime when you're gripping up. Tries again with the same technique. Kills some time in the clock. Good attempt to get that push over there from the Brazilian. Can de Silva get it? She's got her on her back into the last seconds. Is there enough time? There is. They're going to signal it. Wow, João Bragança, the coach in the corner, elated. Silvio Tavaletti, the coach in the Italian corner, dejected. Carolina Costa had it. But we'll wait for the confirmation. Rebecca de Souza Silva didn't want to settle in the semi-finals. And the referee signals it for Brazil. Good show of respect between the two. My goodness me, they had to work for it. But the world bronze medalist in Baku lost out to Carolina Costa. Here at the Paralympic Games, she returns the favour and puts herself into her first ever Paralympic final. Rebecca de Souza Silva, in the last second of the semi-finals, makes it through for Brazil. She is the winner by Ippon. Well, how quickly things can turn. This movement here, the turnover, the turnaround, the tap out. My goodness me, the last seconds. Time now for the women's plus 70 kilogram semi-final. Sheila Hernandez Estupiñán of Cuba against Wang Hongyu of the People's Republic of China. Well, Estupiñán, the 23-year-old from Havana, world silver medalist and Pan American Games champion. Well, Wang Hongyu, the 35-year-old current Asian and current world champion. Zhao Kuang, the coach in the corner, will give out the bits of encouragement and instruction. And for Cuba, the same. Yves Alonso will have provided the intel. But the reality now, Wang Hongyu is thrown over. What a shot there straight away. The Wazari, the speed from the Cuban Hernandez Estupiñán stupefies Wang Hongyu. She's also, well, I was going to say she has the hold of the arm. Great start there. Yves Duenas Alonso, the coach in the corner, he'd obviously concocted that, the Cubans, pre-match. And the throws of the fright. Wang Hongyu got a big fright there. This is good tactics from Sheila Hernandez Estupiñán to go early, the lighter of the two. So we'll feel that strength from Wang Hongyu. Tense times now for Zhao Kuang, coach in the corner. That explosive speed from the Cuban powers her into the Wazari. That's the half score. And looking for the dominant grip. Wang Hongyu. The hand on top of this sleeve closest to us here. Likewise, the grip over the top on the shoulder, trying to step forward again. Sheila Hernandez Estupiñán working away. And Wang Hongyu began judo as a non-para athlete, age 12. She says, I've used judo to motivate me, to make me stronger, and to make me a better person. Getting the better of her for the moment. In white is the Cuban, but that is a dangerous position. Can't get the legs going to create the momentum. The Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile, in a bit of trouble for the moment on her side. Won't be enough time just to make it a continuous movement. The referee may let this float. And there is the call of mate to pause. But significant strength expended there. Cecilia Hernandez Estupiñán. As the Cuban slowly fixes her judo gi, trying to summon her strength back up. Little nod to the coach in the corner. The strength now of Wang Hongyu there for all to see. Good skills from the Cuban, trying to stay light on her feet. The smaller and lighter athlete of the two. Wang Hongyu having a difficult time here. Women's plus 70 kilograms J2 para judo semi-final here. Cuba and the People's Republic of China. Sheila Hernandez has that Wazari Minor lead, and forcing Wang Hongyu onto her side. These are stamina searching efforts for Sheila. Looking for that dominant grip over the top. And Wang Hongyu for the first time beginning to breathe heavily as well, feeling the pace. And she's been turned by the Cuban, who's trying to get the legs going as well as the arms. And Wang Hongyu just leaning on. For the first time, is the Cuban back up on her toes. And Wang Hongyu just struggling with the stamina now. Good tactics from the Cubans to put the pressure on. Still lots of time left, but work rate required. Fuera, fuera is the call to stay out. For the Cuban corner, tries for the big throw. That's a huge ippon. Pounds her chest in delight. Pounds Wang Hongyu onto the ground. Team Cuba with the strategy. Celia Hernandez Estupiñán with the execution. Huge throw. The Asian and world champion Wang Hongyu. She'll be seeking salvation in the bronze medal contest. Into the final for Cuba. Sheila Hernandez Estupiñán. A stupendous effort. And into the final goes Sheila Hernandez Estupiñán of Cuba. A final bout, and she's into the final and into the arms of Avis Duenas Alonso. Coach and fighter came up with a plan. My goodness me. The big turnaround. And the big ippon at the end there drives the leg up. Technique plus timing. And into the final. Wonderful moments for coach and fighter. The men's plus 90 kilograms J2s, the semi-finals, Turkey and Great Britain, and Georgia and Kazakhstan. And they are coming up right now for your entertainment. The men's plus 90 kilograms J2 grouping, the semi-finals. Ibrahim Ulukspay from Turkey against Christopher Skelly of Great Britain. Big moments now in the semi-finals. A chance to make it into the Paralympic final for the first time for Ibrahim Bolbasi. Bolbasi from Erzurum in Turkey, the 33-year-old. 7th place last time he made it in the Paralympic Games in Rio. A couple of world bronze medals in his pocket. And Chris Skelly on the way into this one, flanked there by Ian Johns, the coach in the corner. And they will know all about the task against Turkey. John Dramakers, the centre referee from the Netherlands, in charge of this one. And there is Ibrahim. And that excellent effort from Chris Skelly against Nasser Zorgani puts him through. Now the Turk, Bolbasi, took up judo 10 years ago. 10 years later, he's on the cusp of a Paralympic Games final. He's up against a Paralympic champion in the form of Chris Skelly, Hull's finest. A 3-time Paralympian from Great Britain, 2-time world medalist as well. So in terms of the resume, the man in blue, affectionately nicknamed the Polar Bear, tries to bear down on the efforts there. Bolbasi. Encouragement given from the Turkish coaching corner, Haldun Efemli. So in judo, the big aim is to get the big ippon, the throw onto the back. A wazari would be a half score. That's when you throw them onto their side. And you don't want to annoy the referee too much by being passive or stepping out of the yellow confines too much. You'll get a shido. But working for the arm there is the Turk. Has he got a chance to get it out there? Good use of the legs from Christopher Skelly. Saves the day there. You can use an armbar to submit your opponent. Don't let him lead the call from Ian Johns. You also can strangle or choke your opponent on the ground. And for you judo experts, you've been enjoying the finer details so far. Neither man establishing the dominant grip as yet. The bigger British athlete in blue goes for a double lapel grip, changing things up here. Trying for the overhook, the Turk in white. Get that big arm up and over the shoulder. Goes for it again, misses it. Ropsi Anagi not far away there from Skelly. Barely audible Haldun Efemli, working hard to be heard in the Champ de Mars Arena. Been there, seen that, done that all the way through. Athletes in the J2 category have some field of vision within that visual impairment. And the referee still will give a call of jogai if they get too close to the edge. Tominagi attempt that sacrifice throw, tries to dig the hips in, but every time the tenacious Turk. Ulukspay trying to get the arm on. First Shido, the yellow card. And first Shido being explained there. For athletes who are blind and deaf. There's a tracing on the hand to let them know any scores. It's that first yellow card. The man from the Halton Price Judo Club back in the day. Been part of the professional British setup. Tries to set up that Sianagi again. Ibrahim Olaksby, a former freestyle wrestler. Very popular sport for the European champion in 2022. Transferred over to judo. Can he transfer into the final? Both men reeling and rocking in terms of the physicality. A drop Sianagi attempt. Don't have any real steam on it. Good strength from Skelly, sees it off. Goes again for the Tominagi, not far away that time. That one even better. Fully extended the legs, got those hips flying in the air. As much as it didn't score, it was certainly felt there. Creeping towards the last minute here of regulation time. Could go to golden score. Ibrahim Bolabasi trying to force it. Nothing doing yet with the legs of the Turk. First little foot sweep attempt there from Chris Skelly. And of course, you've got to try and use your own feet to off-balance your opponent and then try and get them controlled and get the big throw. Try and turn these arms like a steering wheel. And steer your opponent towards danger. The strength of Skelly beginning to show into the last 30 seconds. If you can't get it done on the ground, the referee will stand him up again. Skelly going through in the repertoire, holding that single leg at the bottom, the former wrestler. Making sure there's no space for Skelly to get back out. Good sprawling and covering. Gets the hand up in the inside as the British wrestler. Trying to wrestle his way past here. Ibrahim Bolakbasi. Looking for the judo skills down the stretch. We're going to be creeping towards golden score. Tick-tock goes the clock. And the bong of the gong means there's no time to get it wrong now. Whoever scores first is into the Paralympic final. Ibrahim Bolakbasi trying to overcome Chris Skelly, Paralympic champion from Tokyo. One Shido still hanging against the Turk, that yellow card. Two more of those would be disqualification. The referee does well to get out of the way there, almost ended up getting thrown on his own. Ian Johns, a bit of consternation there as the Shido given now to the Brit in blue. Ibrahim Bolakbasi trying to pull his way forward as they go head to head in the centre. The strength differential favouring Hull's finest. Christopher Skelly gets the hold of the back, almost executing that sacrifice throw. Haldun Efemli, the coach in the Turkish corner, if he could get in there and help, he would. I'm sure Ian Johns wouldn't be far behind, but both imploring their charges forward. Is there an opportunity on the ground here to look for a chokehold for Christopher Skelly? Trying to use the legs for leverage to get the turnover. Referee having a good look at it. Ibrahim Bolakbasi does well, slides out. Excellent defensive work there from the Turkish judoka. Judogi adjusted. Golden score territory in this semi-final now in the men's heavyweight grouping. Goes again for the Tominagi. Trying to turn it into an opportunity to take the arm as well. Christopher Skelly digging deep. The Shido is given this time by way of Turkey. Explained now by the referee. 2 yellow cards for the Turk. One more. We'll see Christopher Skelly into the Paralympic final. So it's incumbent now upon Bolakbasi from Turkey to come forward. Ibrahim trying to dig in. Breaks the grip, gets that left hand up and inside onto the judogi. Tries to go over the shoulder. Skelly continuously tapping away at the legs as well. Trying to promote a reaction and a half step from Ibrahim. Is he falling into the trap from Skelly, who tries to go for it? The grip breaks off and the Turk spins out of it there. The Turkish tumbling, but Ibrahim Bolakbasi on the way through. Has he got a chance on the neck of Skelly? The answer is no. The referee adjusts his microphone in the back pocket. 6 minutes now have come and gone in this pulsating semi-final contest. And the long way round just to fix the judogi to try and get some air in the lungs. Ibrahim Bolakbasi, 2 Shidos. Skelly, just the one. And the world bronze medalist from Turkey, hoping against hope that a Shido would be given against Chris Skelly for breaking the grip. Trying to break the hearts there of the Brits was an opportunity for Ibrahim. Bolakbasi goes again with that furtive throw. Can he force him onto his back and hold him down here? The referee signals the clock. 20 seconds needed, but only 2 needed for Chris Skelly. All those sit-ups paying off. Both coaches working just about as hard as their athletes. The referee keeping it cool in the centre. On we go with golden score. We're into the 7th minute now. Is it going to be 7th heaven for either? in the semi-finals. Paralympic Games final in the offing. The men's plus 90 kilograms J2 grouping. It's athletes with a visual impairment. And indeed, you can have deaf athletes as well, with a yellow dot on their back, where they are given the scores traced out by the centre referee. Mate called. That's the pause. Who's going to generate the applause in this one? The Champs rising to the occasion. Paralympic Games final. This shows you just how hard you've got to work. Whoever makes it through here has dug so deep into their stamina reserves. And beginning the sport at age 5, Christopher Skelly. "26 years later, on the cusp of another back-to-back possibility for a Paralympic final. Does well not to go onto his back there. Good work from Ibrahim Bulukbasi. He's been very, very aggressive and impressive in that transition as they go from standing up to the ground. Huge roars in the Champs de Mars arena. Corresponding success on the opposite tatami. Who can get the success on this one? But digging deep. 7.5 minutes. Ibrahim Bulukbasi couldn't work any harder. And the man from Erzurum in Turkey trying to make some room. Goes for his own Tominagi attempt. The acrobatic and gymnastic skills there of Skelly, landing in the handstand. Strength and agility. More than anything though, stamina. Well, the regulation time for judo is 4 minutes. We're now creeping towards the same amount of time now in the golden score. Tries with the Seoinage attempt there. Tries to drop, but hits the deck. The strength of Chris Skelly not abating at all. 8 minutes have come and gone. Well, you imagine it if you're at the gym doing your maximal effort, sprinting on the treadmill, lifting weights. Maybe you're involved in combat sports yourself. Maybe you do judo. You know the randori that's required, all the sparring. This is the bit when you're on that final hill sprint, you've got nothing left. You're trying to do your maximum lift. And your whole body's screaming. Both men absolutely exhausted here. Chris Skelly gives a little yelp and shout. Ibrahim Bulukbasi digging deep into his reserves. And tangled up in blue in the centre, both men breaking grip there. The danger for the Turk, Ibrahim Bulukbasi, as he has 2 shidos, the 2 yellow cards. Well, he's now been joined by Chris Skelly, who also has 2 yellows. 2 yellows, 2 tired. 2 great judokas trying to make it into the Paralympic final. Goes for it, gets a possibility at the Wazari. The score has been signalled. It's been validated. Ibrahim Bolakbasi, my goodness me, stamina searching efforts, passes the examination. He'll wait for the confirmation for the centre referee. Chris Skelly was thrown onto his side. There's going to be a video review. Tense times. 4 minutes and 34 in golden score. Will it be a chance for the Turk to go towards the golden medal? Any possibilities for a reprieve for Chris Skelly? Was it a continuous movement? Did the British judoka in blue land on his side? In first viewing, it looked like it. But the Video Review Commission checking. Wide eyes from the Turkish coach. Is it going to be wide eyes with delight? It is, making it through, confirmed there. Magical moments. Christopher Skelly accepting that defeat there. As Ian Johns embraces there with Haldun Mkemli, the coach in the corner. But Ibrahim Bolakbasi of Turkey with that Wazari in the very last second of golden score puts himself into the final. Skelly will go again and come back for an opportunity to go for bronze. He's straight into that bronze medal final, but straight into the final itself. Ibrahim Bolakbasi, big throw and a big win for him. The men's plus 90 kilogram J2 semi-final. Revaz Chikoidze from Georgia. And here he comes. Tbilisi's finest. Shukamriza Shukurbekov, the man from Kazakhstan, the 22-year-old Craig Bartlett, our centre referee in charge of this one. Paralympic debut for the man from Kazakhstan. Silver medalist is his opponent from Georgia, and there he is. That win against Indonesia earlier for the European champion. Well, he has represented judo in fully sighted judo, won a silver medal in the 2010 World Cup in Tbilisi. So the man on your left transferring into the para-judo setup. Shukurbev from Kazakhstan making his debut at the top level here. And he's done well into the semi-finals, that excellent win over Indonesia. But Chikoidze, with all that experience, can he bring it to bear? A couple of calls of Jogai from Bartlett, the centre ref. That means you're on the cusp of the yellow section. The man from Kazakhstan trying the drop Sionagi, which is to come down and throw your opponent over your own back. As Chikoidze trying to get that left leg round the back. A Sotogari attempt around the inside of the calf. But all his experience, the Georgian here, up against the youth there of Shukurbekov, who's tried to go for the throw but left the space. And Revaz Chikoadze stood and waited and used his imperious skills and experience. And the 40-year-old from Georgia, the Tbilisi judoka, takes a tumble to the tactics of Shukurbekov of Kazakhstan. He will go towards the bronze medal, the man from Kazakhstan. But Revaz Chikoidze from Georgia, with that excellent ippon in the semi-finals, he goes into the final. Big performance, big win by ippon. And a big embrace for his coach there. They will be embracing the chance to go for gold. And this is how. Sweep the leg, forced him onto his back, super speed. Revaz Chikoidze into the final.
Next on to top 2, the men's under 90 kilogram J1 Repechage.
So J1 Repechage now. Iraq against Moldova. Taha Al-Bouri against Oleg.
In the white judo gi, representing Iraq, Taha Al-Bouri.
Here comes Al-Bouri. The Iraqi on the way. His first ever Paralympic Games, finished in the top 20 at the Worlds.
In the blue judo gi, representing the Republic of Moldova, Oleg Kretel.
Well, Oleg Kretel, super strong showing in the semi-final. He will be absolutely exhausted. Going to need all of his stamina and strength to come back into this one, because Kretel was pushed all the way in an engrossing semi-final. And what has the Moldovan got left against Taha Al-Bouri? Losing out to Cyril Jonald. Taha Al-Bouri making his debut. Can he make his coach proud early in this one? Oleg Kretel from Chisinau in Moldova. This is his 5th Paralympic Games. He won it back in the day in Beijing 2008. He's also European and world champion. So big testing times now for Taha Al-Bouri. And Oleg Kretel, 49 years young, the man on the right-hand side, showed super fitness. Four minutes, of course, the length of the contest. That will be not needed because a huge ippon there. Oleg Kretel will put himself into the possibility to go for bronze. Going for broke early. A good Paralympic debut for Taha Al-Bouri, the man from Iraq. But there is confirmation. Oleg Kretel, huge throw there. And a warm embrace and show of respect between the two men. Well, they think it's Moldova. It is now. Oleg Kretel, with that big ippon, makes it through. Bronze medal opportunities for him. And the men's under 90 kilograms, Oleg Kretel of Moldova into that bronze medal final. The women's plus 70 kilograms, J2, final of the repechage. Dursadov Karamova of Azerbaijan against Priscilla Ledze from France. Dursadov Karimova, can she carry over the quality that she had to take the Paralympic title in Tokyo? Well, Priscilla Ledze from Avignon recently took the European Championship gold in Rotterdam as Roland Pogier takes centre stage as the referee. Inspired to take up the sport after her brother and sister suggested to her parents that she try the sport, and when she went in with them she really enjoyed it and always wanted to be on the tatamis with them. And it was Philippe Roux that suggested that she join. That suggestion has paid off. He's also produced a chance now against Dursadov Karimova, the Paralympic champion from Tokyo, where she and her sister won on back-to-back days. Karimova trying with that drop Sianagi to get things rolling.
In the blue judo gi, representing the United States of America, Christella Garcia.
Dursadov Karimova holding the centre. She's in the white judo gi, that's the uniform. It's been anything but uniform, her progress here. Good leg trip attempt there from Priscilla Ledze. Avignon's fight is, can she find an avenue through to the bronze medal groupings? Good strength from the French judoka, Priscilla Ledze, not adopting that defensive posture. tries for it. Sacrifices the throw, but doesn't get any sort of momentum behind it. They met in the European Championship finals in Rotterdam. It was the French judoka that came out on top. Priscilla Leze would love the same result, but that's going to be a big throw, a huge heap on there. Karimova Dasardov carries off the chances of the French judoka. And Leze, fair to say that Priscilla will not have her way in this one. Karimova Dasardov carries the charge now for Azerbaijan. A warm embrace there. A repeat of that European final. A reverse of the result. And it's Azerbaijan's Dasardov. Karimova into the bronze medal contest now in the women's plus 70 kilograms J2 category. And the Paralympic journey one and done for Priscilla Leze of France.
The winner on tatami 1 and through to the gold medal contest, representing Ukraine, Anastasia Harnik.
Prochain combat sur le tapis numéro 2, repêchage, catégorie féminine, plus de 70 kg.
The women's plus 70 kilogram category, Taylor Gossens of the US of Australia against Zarina Raifova of Kazakhstan.
Représentant judogi blanc pour l'Australie.
In the white judogi, representing Australia, Taylor Gossens.
Well, Taylor Gossens, can she go some way to get herself a chance at a bronze medal?
Représentant judogi bleu pour le Kazakhstan.
In the blue judogi, representing Kazakhstan, Zarina Raifova.
Well, Zarina Raifova, ranked number 3 on the way into this one. Craig Bartlett is the number 1 ref in the centre now. Taylor Gossens, a difficult opener against Cuba.
Et sur le tapis numéro 1, prochain combat, demi-finale, catégorie féminine, plus de 70 kg, J1.
Next on tatami 1, the women's over 70 kilogram J1 semi-final.
I'm sure Ivan Pavlinic, the coach in the corner for the Aussie, will try and give her some guidance. She's coming back from ACL surgery on her knee in 2023. She'll need surgical precision to get the decision here. Took up para judo in 2020, just 4 years later. A chance to go forward for a bronze medal.
In the blue judogi, representing Brazil, Erica Zoaga.
Zarina Raifova, the 33-year-old from Oskimen. She knows her way around the quality of the podium. Asian Para Games silver medalist back in Hangzhou a couple of years ago. She's competed in wrestling and sambo at the top level as well for her country. And she takes that first Shido, as they both do there. It's Gossens and Taylor head to head once more. Who's heading towards the bronze medal? judoka from Astana. Trying to work and give Taylor Gosen some problems here. Craig Bartlett separates them. Oh, taps to the leg, trying to get the opponent to react. Looking for that action-reaction, for that momentum. Neither managing so far. Pretty calm in the coaching corner. Who can find the momentum? Only the yellow cards. 3 of those would be disqualification. Trying to come forward for that attempted throw there. Zarina Raifova, but she falls over. Can't get the scores.
Vainqueur sur le tapis numéro 1 est qualifié pour la finale. En judo bleu pour le Brésil.
The winner of Tatami 1 and through to the gold medal contest. Representing Brazil, Erika.
Neither judoka really making any attacking inroads here. That will be a decent attempt at getting the leg wrapped round. Wazari signalled there for Zarina Raifova. If you land on the side rather than the back, you get a half score, known as a Wazari. Likes the Sayotoshi movement, does Raifova, paying off for it.
Sur le tapis numéro 1, prochain combat, repêchage, catégorie masculine, moins de 90 kg, Judo.
Next on Tatami 1, the men's under 90 kg.
That could be another possibility for Wazari, and that will create the Ippon overall. Zarina Raifova makes it all over for Taylor Gosen's. Good attempt from the Aussie, coming back from that knee injury, not easy. But at the Paralympic Games, our race is one and done. Plenty to learn and plenty of opportunities now for Zarina Raifova. Is into the possibility to go for the bronze, the women's plus 70 kilograms J2 category. Zarina Raifova of Kazakhstan takes the win and takes her chance to go for bronze.
Representing Kazakhstan, Zarina Raifova.
A warm embrace from the two rivals. But, Zarina Raifova has a chance to go for bronze. The men's plus 90 kilograms J2 grouping. The final of the Repechage, Tony Mantolas of Indonesia against Sergio Fernandes of Brazil.
J2 Repechage.
Se présentant judogi blanc, représentant l'Indonésie.
In the white judogi, representing Indonesia,
Tony Ricardo Mantolas, the 26-year-old. 5th place at the Asian Para Games, his best result so far from the East Java club.
In the blue judogi, representing Brazil, Sergio Fernandes Jr.
Sergio Fernandes Jr. was a wheelchair basketball player up until 2022. Inskibet Turbat, the Mongolian ref in charge of this one since then. 7th place at the World Championships, and then a bronze at the Paralympic Games in Santiago, Chile. So Tony Montalos will have his work cut out here. Going straight in there. Good attacking work there, attempted by Tony Ricardo Montolas. Four minutes separate both men from the chance to go for a bronze medal. Big possibility was at a minimum. Tony Ricardo Montolas, good start for him. One more such score would put him into that bronze medal final. And Sergio Fernandez Jr., much the junior in terms of actually doing judo, because Tony Ricardo Montolas of Indonesia took up judo at age 7. Even competing in non-para judo until 2021. His deteriorating vision and impairment was noticed by one of the coaches. And there he is, Kim Jong-il. So a long and storied judo record for the man in white. And relatively fresh from basketball. Sergio Junior Fernandez a couple of years later, showing a really good repertoire and good fighting spirit. He's going to have to, because he's a Wazari down. There's a drop Seoinage just missing there from Montolas. Strength of Sergio, can't quite get the chokehold on. He's got his own arm trapped in the inside there. Indonesia's coach by way of the Republic of Korea, happy so far. Indonesian again tries to go for that drop Seoinage, to drop to his knees and force him up and over his back. But so far no momentum. Concerning times for the Brazilian coach, of course, part of this learning journey now. Sergio Fernandez Jr. from Rio de Janeiro. World Championships silver medal, World Championships 7th place I should say, Pan American Games bronze medal for the man in blue. He does have experience. Trying to use his significant strengths as well. The referee having a look at possibility. Nope, again, can't get that chokehold on. Tapping away at the legs. Sergio Fernandez Jr. tries to use his upper body, almost like a steering wheel, to turn that right hand over. Try and guide the Indonesian Tony Ricardo towards the tatami. It doesn't take. Now, how much more of it can he take? 1 minute and 20 seconds. Needs to find an answer. Brazilian coach imploring him to give of his best here down the stretch. Tony Ricardo Montolas heavily taped there on the inside of that judo gi. You can see up onto the right shoulder. In terms of the tail of the tape, he has one. Wazari goes for the second one. He gets it. That's excellent. 2 Wazaris make Ippon. Sergio Fernandez Jr. flung onto his side. And a coach like that on your side will be very useful indeed for Tony Ricardo Montolas. The referee will give the official pronouncement. And the hand in the air for Indonesia. Tony Ricardo Montolas. 2 very good Wazaris. Very good show of sporting spirit between both coaches and indeed both athletes in the men's plus 90 kilogram J2 grouping. In the final of the Repechage, Tony Ricardo Montolas is into that bronze medal opportunity. The Paralympic Games over for Sergio Fernandez Jr. Plenty of experience for the Brazilian. But these Wazaris back to back put the Brazilian on his side and puts Tony Ricardo Montolas into that bronze medal matchup. The men's under 90 kilograms J1 grouping, the semi-finals, Brazil and Turkey. France and Great Britain, and it's Arthur Cavalante de Silva. Against Yasin Chimilcher. For the Champ de Mars Arena, been treated to some top-class judo, as you would expect, at the business end of the Paralympic Judo. Arthur da Silva, the 32-year-old from Natal. 2-time Paralympian, first-time chance to make it into the final. Yasin Chimchiler, the Turk. Hanna Safrakova from Czechia, the centre referee. And there is the Turk on the way in. 9th place last time he competed. And that was in London 2012. A couple of European bronze medals. Well, Yasin Chimchiler since then. And he's going up against the world bronze medalist from last time out in Baku, as well as the Pan American silver medalist, a Brazilian, slightly more experienced. But 1 year the junior of the 33-year-old from Turkey in blue. Arthur da Silva, the Brazilian. And of course, 4 minutes. And both coaches trying to do their best to give out the instructions. Paralympic final possibility for the winner of this one, trying to go straight away with the aggression there. Yasan Çimilçiler. Çimilçiler from Bursa in Turkey. Experienced campaigner. It was his father that encouraged him to get involved in the sport at aged 18. Just about 15 years ago now. Used to play goalball at the top level. Did the Turk. And works as a teacher back in Busra. Can he teach a lesson here to Arthur da Silva? The Brazilian keeping himself upright, good posture. Presenting a upright target. Not get involved in the hip back efforts. If you keep your hips out of the way, that means you're being defensive. Jaime trying to give out the instructions for Brazil. Breaking off the grip straight away there. I think the referee will call them back. If you break off the grip intentionally too often, you'll get the Judo warning. And the Brazilian Arthur da Silva certainly pulled his right hand out of the way. The right hand, of course, being the one closest to us on the screen as he takes hold of the bottom of the sleeve. Both of them trying to get the dominant grip on the shoulder. Attempted sacrifice throw, good defensive work there from Cavalante da Silva. That gymnastic strength and speed will be good news. Muammer Kaliskan, the coach for Turkey. Attempted throw, tries to throw up in the second phase. We'll get the Wazari. Wasn't straight onto the back. That was the signal given there for Arthur Cavalcante da Silva. Good improvisation. Followed it through, drove with the legs to force that one onto the side minimum. A puff of the cheeks for Yasin Çimilçiler. As they get to grips with each other in this gripping semi-final contest. Neither man giving a single inch here in terms of getting that dominant grip. This on the opposite side of the referee's view as she peers over there just to see. They've finally got themselves in position. At some point, the referee may look at another Judo. Arthur da Silva will be hoping it's not for him. He has one already. But if you intentionally just throw yourself to the ground without going for the throw, you get the wrath of the ref. Arthur da Silva just helping, and I say in air quotes, Yashin Chimilchir just to get the grip on. Refusing to give a single millimetre here as they seek out the Paralympic final. And it's getting a little bit tousled from both men. A shrug of consternation there from Arthur da Silva. Gets the option to grip up. Yassin Chimilchir. We talk about the sporting spirit. There's a bit of fighting spirit from both men. Gripping up is hard to do as they seek the side of the tatami.
Next on tatami 1, the women's over 70 kilogram J1 repechage.
Paralympic final, a possibility for either. That one was Ari. If you look up to the top left, there's a 1-0 for Brazil. As the Turk takes a tumble, doesn't hit the deck. Trying to get the groundwork going now. The Greco-Roman turnover there. The gut wrench. That is going to be gut-wrenching. But Yassin Chimilchir has to get things going soon, the Turk. Well, the fans in the stand trying to provide a bit of atmosphere for Turkey. But nothing doing so far. The quality coming from the Brazilian. Can he get hold of the arm though? Decent, but good strength again. Forces the neck down. There's no love lost between these two, no question. Or should there be? Chance to go for a final by any means necessary. Maximum efficiency with minimal effort, the watchword of judo. Maximum effort from both though. Beginning to breathe heavily halfway through as they come head to head again. This time it is the turn of Yassin Chimilchir to get the grip. Good work from the referee, just making sure there's no funny stuff on the outside. Nothing funny about that one. Again, breaking the grip, tries with the drop Seoinage. Burrows the head in that turtle position to hide the shoulders, hide the neck. As the referee stands them up again. Muammar Kalischan trying to give some encouragement. It was Jaime Bagrança, the Brazilian coach. Digging in, looking for the legs. That's an excellent step through there. Straight out Ippon. Wonderful stuff. Arthur Cavalcante da Silva finding that moment as he will try and chase down gold. Big Ippon. Yassin Chimilchir will go into that bronze medal final. Pleasant shake of the hands. The sporting spirit was stretched to the limit there from both men as they tried to push it to the final. A show of respect from the coaches. Our respects though to Arthur Cavalcante da Silva from Brazil into the Paralympic final. And an excellent effort in the men's under 90 kilogram J1. Can he be the number one as he's made his through in this one? Well, consternation there for coach and Chimulcher. Turkey with a chance to go for bronze. The men's under 90 kilograms J1 semi-final now. Cyril Jonard of France against Daniel Powell of Great Britain. So that's the tatami. These are the athletes. Well, Cyril Jonard will be working hard, the man from Limoges. Can he be the head man here? And the Champ de Mars Arena, just about a judo's throw from the Eiffel Tower. And in the throes of the excitement, the fans are waving their flags, stamping their feet, giving it plenty of support. Well, Dan Powell, in his third Paralympic Games, plenty of British support for him. As Ian Johns provides the support and the coaching on the way in. Jean Ramekels from the Netherlands in charge of this one. And there is Cyril Jonard. A couple of big wins for him. The Paralympic champion back in 2004. World champion in 2022. Dan Powell, all smiles. European and world silver at the most recent events. And his third Paralympic Games, has finished 7th on both occasions. Can he make it into his first ever final? Cyril Jonard will have to work hard. The 48-year-old, 15 years the senior of Dan Powell. Cyril Pages, the French coach, in the corner. We'll be running through the pages of their respective repertoires. 4 minutes minimum, deciding who will make it through to the Paralympic final. Looking for the dominant grip on the gi, or the judo gi here. Cyril Jonard not giving an inch here. Dan Powell, good speed and strength across from Liverpool's finest. Well, the referee's going to stand them back up here and say pause. He's also going to tap the shoulder there of Cyril Jonard. Both athletes are blind judokas. They have the red dot on the back of their judo gi. But Cyril Jonard is also a deaf athlete. You see that yellow dot on the top of his French judo gi. That means that the referee will tap him on the shoulder. It'll also trace any scores on his hand. So maybe feeling the vibrations, Cyril Jonard, as the hands of the two warriors get ready to go for it again. So in judo, you can work standing up. It's the takiwaza, but also here on the ground, the newaza, you can try and get a choke hold on, or an arm bar. And the prodigious power of Powell beginning to have an effect here in Paris. Can he get? Nothing doing, no space there. As the referee calls pause, mate. Ian Johns giving out the instructions. Cyril Pages, the coach from France, obviously has to wait. But the reverberations from the host nation will be giving Cyril Jonard some feedback. Both men tapping at the legs just to try and find their range. And they're on the edges there. Good work from the referee, who just about shouting Joe Guy, keeping Daniel Powell safe and also catching up there with Cyril Jonard. Impassive from the French coach. His work would have to be done pre-match. So looking for the dominant grip. Grabs the lapel. Feels the collar. Cyril Jonard feeling the strength there. Dan Powell, who's on his back. But all that physicality and strength from the Scouser. Can he fight his way back up onto his feet? The referee will have a look at a possibility. Was it a continuous movement? And the Brit in blue pulls himself back up. If you hold your opponent down for 20 seconds, you have immobilised them, but it has to be done in one movement. This could be a chance though. And the referee unmoved, pulls him back up. Daniel Powell runs the Generate Academy back in Leicester with great social impact, making sure that everyone has a chance to get involved in sport, but it's a different type of impact needed now. Cyril Jonard tries with a little hip toss there, forces Dan Powell down. The referee's having a look at it, but good speed from the Scouser. Back up on his toes he goes. He's doing this to inspire his son Edward, just as his father Terry inspired him. Terry, of course, bronze medalist on 2 occasions at the Paralympic Games. And his brother Mark joined him at London 2012, so judo in the family. And speaking of the family, Cyril Jonard trying to produce his best goods here. Kaya Sakamoto, his wife, daughter Atena, and child Naoki. Both men doing it for big reasons. Halfway through now in terms of regulation time. No shidos, no yellow cards yet. The yellow cards would be a disqualification, as the referee Jean Remarts does well just to scramble down and touch the back of Cyril Jonard. Cannot hear the instructions. Taking a sore one to the side of the jaw, as the referee takes them arm in arm back to the centre. Paralympic Games semi-final. Standing room only in the Champ de Mars. Fourth Paralympics for this man in white. Took the title back in Athens, took the silver in Beijing. Daniel Powell, his 3rd Paralympic Games, 7th place, both time a chance to go better. But who can advance in France to the final? Both men shuffling to the side. Good attempt from Powell. Took the risk. Good work from the ref. High speed. And a pat on the back there for Cyril Jonard. Ippon the objective, the big score onto the back. Wazari would do nicely, that's a half score as well. Land them on their side. The French fans certainly on the side of Cyril, who tries to throw, but breaking the grip. If you break the grip on purpose, it'll be a shido, a penalty. Good change of direction there from Daniel Powell. Cyril Janard has a good hold of the arm there. Good scrambling from Powell. Back up onto his feet he gets. And John's quite calm in the corner. Cyril Page is just at the bottom left next to the scoreboard, the French coach as well. Ticking towards the final minute, trying for the Tominagi approach, that sacrifice throw. But the strength now from Cyril. Has Janard got the option to work away on the ground. The Newaza techniques. No time for them. It's time for Takiwaza to stand back up. The referee has let this one flow. No Shidos. Rightly so. It's been engaging. Both men going for it. And Powell attempts to sweep the leg. Goes for the double tap. Gets a tap in the back from the ref. Back to the middle they go. Both men again going to the side of the tatami, each time just trying to use their feet to try and get their opponent to off balance. The Kyuzushi aspect of judo, trying to upset the centre line of your opponent. Throw them into a whirl for the man near the whirl. Dan Powell tries to get a dominant grip, grabs the lapel as they spin again back to the side of the tatami. The pattern emerging, he's got an opportunity now. Cyril Janard perhaps left the door open for a chokehold here. Into the last 15 seconds, Powell can't get his hands on him. The quality and the strength from Cyril Janard on the ground. As the Brit and Blue drags himself back up on to the ground, or from the ground. And the British judoka also engaged in elite athletics as well. So all of those runs, all of that stamina, bursting effort is going to be required down the stretch here. Cyril Janard, Paralympic champion from Athens, world champion most recently in Baku, will take that Shido, and he's going to get it traced on his hand here, the X, to say that it is a Shido against him. So he now knows he has a yellow card as the French tricolours wave. Daniel Powell's in trouble. The big ippon was thrown. Did he manage to knock it over? The referee signalled for it for Cyril Jordan. Is it going to be confirmed? Cyril Janard, the sacrifice throw. Powell went for it. Pouncing was Cyril. The referee will have to confirm this. He brings them back to the centre. Is Cyril Janard going to another Paralympic final? He gets the line ippon signalled on his hand, but the ippon is going the other way to Daniel Powell. There's going to be the review. Straight away, it looked like Daniel Powell had got the big throw. There wasn't a possibility that Cyril Janard turned him over. We will not see that replay. Let's have a listen. And nothing doing from the review commission. We can't hear too much that's been said. What we can see is that Cyril Genard had the signal for Ippon. Cyril Pages is delighted to see that the Ippon has been waved off for Great Britain. And no score given to either. Cyril Genard and the French fans find it hard to believe. Dan Powell had an Ippon, lost an Ippon, as did Cyril Genard. Hard to work out the big gong at the end of the gong show. As they go into golden score, the referee as well to get his head out of the way there. And we are heading to golden score after all that drama. Professionalism and poise required in Paris from both Powell and Genard. The referee has worked hard chasing both of these men down, but look at the sweat-strewn physique of Cyril Genard. Is he taking a Judo? Yes, he is. There's one yellow card for the French judoka. Dan Powell tries for the Tominagi approach to get his legs under the hips, but looking for the arm, Cyril Genard. The Brit in blue tries for the turnover, tries to get the arm out, but the energy sapping away from both. And if you want to make it to the Paralympic final, this is what it takes. Well, the Champ de Mars shaking with the expectations. Both men shaking in terms of their physical energy now. They've just joined us. The Paralympic Games semi-final. Cyril Genard of France, Dan Powell of Great Britain. Liverpool's finest against the finest from Limoges. Any score now will put them in the final. Mazzari is the half score where you land on your side. Ippon the big one when you land on your back. Cyril Genard saved there by Jean Remarquez from running off the side. That just reminding everybody that both athletes are J1, blind athletes. And Cyril Genard, also a deaf athlete. He has that yellow sticker at the top of his judo gi to match the red on Powell's. No quarter given, refusing to bend the elbows. A Shido is given to Dan Powell, and this will now be explained that it's now one yellow card each. 3 yellow cards, and it's over. Both men going again to the side of the tatami. Daniel Powell trying to sweep the legs on a couple of occasions. This might be the better opportunity now for the Newaza. And Cyril Genard trying to force that arm out. Daniel Powell made of very strong stuff though. Look how long it takes both men now to get back up onto their knees. Let's go the call from Ian Johns, the British coach. Cyril Pages, the French coach, keeping it calm. The fans expectant. Arm in arm they go, tries for that sacrifice throw attempt, good escape and evasion. And the difficulty for Cyril Jonard, couldn't hear the fact that the referee wanted them to stop. Bruised and bloodied is the Brit in blue. But the Scouts are made of tough stuff. Electric atmosphere in the semi-final of the Paralympic Games for the men's judo. It's the under 90 kilogram grouping. Under scrutiny from the referee, and a few pantomime boos from the knowledgeable French fans. They want a Shido, a yellow card for the man in blue. Jean Remeker's highly experienced gives that Shido. That's the second yellow card, and he's warning and letting now Cyril Jonard know that his opponent has 2 yellow cards. He has 1. 3 yellow cards, and it's the Frenchman in the final. Jonard tries for the throw. Good escape there from Dan Powell. Almost pushed into the Champ de Mars front row there. And the referee's step count must be up over the 10,000, no problem. Sprinting across there. It's para judo sparkling here in the Champ de Mars arena. Tries for the throw, sacrifices top position. Can Powell get his hand in? But the strength there. Cyril Jonard holding himself, hanging on to his ambitions. The referee keeping a close watch on this one. Turns the tables on Powell. We will know all about the power of Jonard by the end of this one. Both men extremely strong and extremely tough. And Cyril Jonard just dabs at his eye there. These precious seconds to get their breath back. Breathless stuff for the fans as well. Stamina searching, both men searching again for the edges of the tatami. I wonder if it's going to be work on the ground that makes a difference. Powell's conditioning, a man of a multitude of sports at the elite level, paying off now. Four minutes of regulation time, 2 minutes of golden score into the 7th minute now. Could it be 7th heaven for Cyril Jonard or Daniel Powell as they try to make it to the Paralympic final? The edges of their energy. Cyril Jonard coming up the rough side of the mountain, waiting for him there. Dan Powell. Powell tries to step through, and the referee again taps the Frenchman on his back. Well, both will deserve a pat in the back, whoever makes it through to the final. In fact, both deserve a bow from everyone watching. They have put everything into this. Dan Powell with the inside, tries to get the leg across. A prodigious power in the thighs of Cyril Jonard. The referee will separate them again. Mate the call. So Daniel Powell has to stay extremely active. He has 2 yellow cards against his name. One more and he would be disqualified. More than aware of that. The reality for the man in blue is the 2 yellow cards. Cyril Jonard. The crab-like steps around the side, always presenting a well-balanced target. Daniel Powell not taking the bait. And arm in arm they go again with the referee. Ian Johns going through the repertoire and all the energy of the coach, all the emotions. Who's going to make it into the Paralympic final as we reach into minute number 8 now. Attempted sweep there from Daniel Powell. Cyril Jonard keeping the hips and the legs well back. And using these fingertips as an extra set of feelers just to see exactly who is where. The impassive and impressive Cyril Page is just tapping on the tatami. As the French fans try to tap out a message for their man. Goes for the throw, good escape again. Daniel Powell, the presence of mind. Either person to score now, Mazzari or Ippon, would be into the final for the men's under 90 kilograms J1 category. They go to the back right again. Cyril Jonard tries to dig the leg in. Daniel Powell keeping it simple. Tries for the Uchimata, tries to reach the leg in. Almost. Is there a signal there for Wazzari? Only that from Ian Johns, the coach in the corner. Daniel Powell's feeling the strength now of Cyril Jonard, but the core strength of the British athlete in blue pulls them back up to parity in Paris as we push towards minute number 8. I wonder if there'll be any video review. Daniel Powell downloading the information. The knee straps on the 48-year-old frame of Cyril Jonard. The formidable frame of the Frenchman. Maximal effort now, dragging himself back up to his feet. British fans slightly outnumbered, but passionate nonetheless. There will be that video review. The Wazzari was signalled for Daniel Powell. Ao, the man in blue, is going to find out if he's made it into the Paralympic final. It's going to be traced now on the fingers of Cyril Jonard. Confirmation will be given by the centre referee. The crowd can tell you what they think of it, but it's the Brit in blue. Daniel Powell digs it out. That final Wazzari puts him into the Paralympic final for the first time. Liverpool's finest. Wonderful moments for him. Cyril Jonard contributed massively to a hugely entertaining semi-final. But in the end, they take their bows. And As the British flag left flying. Confirmation for us. Cyril Jonard will go for the bronze. Daniel Powell into the first ever Paralympic final for him. Well, in the judo matchup between Limoges and Liverpool, it's this man here that emerges. There's not much left in the tank. Pushed to the absolute limit. Cyril Jonard sealed with a kiss there from Daniel Powell. That's the moment. Forced him over onto his back there. First movement defended, second movement onto his side. And Daniel Powell knew it right then. Into the final he goes. Cyril Jonard goes for bronze. This man here going for gold. The final of the repechage now in the men's 90 kilograms J1s, Uzbekistan against Italy. So chance now for Turgan Abdayev, world ranked 11, the 26-year-old. Finished in the 5th place at the Asian Games, top 10 at the Worlds. Well, Valerio Romano Teodori will be brought in by Craig Bartlett, our centre referee in this one. Artur Calaventi de Silva overcoming the man from Uzbekistan. That win against Mongolia for Teodori, a good one. Can he repeat the feat here? And if you're brand new to judo, a warm welcome. If you're an experienced campaigner, hope you've been enjoying it. You will appreciate the respective efforts of both Uzbekistan and Italy here. Turgan Abdayev working his way through here. Looking for the dominant grip, trying to get the legs working as well here. Turgan Abdayev. But in theory, Teodori has the chance to try and turn things around. The Italian looking for that bronze medal opportunity. And what's left in the tank now? Teodori. That early start. Digging the leg in. On the precipice there. The man from Orbitello in Italy. Looking for the options as they orbit around the tatami here. A couple of times near the podium at the World Championship level for the Italian, who's reached his dream by making it here to compete at the Paralympic Games. As the Uzbek fans go through their repertoire. Turgan Ubdayev will be able to hear all of that, these athletes. Trying to step forward with that Tomonagi throw there. That was a huge one. Big ippon there. Digs the heel into the hips, fires them onto his back there. Romano Teodoro Valerio, a valiant effort from the Italian. But the confirmation, to the delight of these fans here, ippon given. Well, as they make their way off the men's under 90 kilograms J1's final of the Repechage, took down Abdayev by ippon, and a big one as well. Huge win for him. He will have the chance to go for the bronze medal for Uzbekistan. That was a huge Tomonagi there. Look at this, digs the hip right into the base of the stomach, fires him onto his back, fires himself into the bronze medal contention. The men's under 90 kilograms final of the Repechage between Moldova and the Islamic Republic of Iran. Oleg Kretul will take us forward against Musa Olasami. What can the Iranian produce in this one? Well, the man from Moldova, his chances are not all over. His 5th Paralympic Games now, winning the title back in Beijing 2008. Golami Fishasi. Opportunities now for the 30-year-old Engserbet Turbat, the Mongolian centre referee. And the man from Iran recently collecting a silver medal at the Asian Games. Collecting a good win early was Oleg Kretul. Came back into that repechage in fine style. Double European champion on the left, the Asian Games silver medalist, this man here, wins over Kazakhstan, and that defeat then to Great Britain. Musa Golfa Amshia, a chance for him. Olami Shifaya, the taller of the two, the man from Iran in blue. Can Musa make his mark early? We know of the prodigious strength of Oleg Kretul. Olami Shifaya trying to stay tall. Felt that leg tap straight away there. Goes for his own Sionagi attempt to try and turn the hips over and get the throat. Olami Shifaya looking for that dominant grip, the referee keeping a close watch. She will also call Jogai if they get too close to the edge. Those red dots on their back means that they are in the J1, the blind category. So the referee acting as their eyes in this one. And their fingers like a second set of vision for them to try and feel their way to victory, feel their way to the bronze medal. As Mohammad Reza Haji, the coach in the corner for Iran, trying to give some encouragement. The referee will give similar encouragement to both. A pair of Shidos, yellow cards each, 3 of those, and it's over. Georgi Vitali not too impressed there, the Moldovan coach in the corner. Obey the call from the coach from Iran, saying it's good, you're doing well. tries to reap the reward. It's going to be an excellent response, though. The counter from the Moldovan. Musa Golame-Fichet tried to reap the inside leg and force Oleg Kretel onto his back, but the man from Moldova throws him onto his back there. Magic from the Moldovan. Chesnau's finest is now into the bronze medal contest. Oleg Kretel with that huge throw there. Confirmation now from the centre referee. Oleg Kretel will go for bronze. The 49-year-old showing his quality. And there is confirmation in the men's under 90 kilograms. Oleg Kretel of Moldova, a huge ippon to take the win. He will go forward to the bronze medal final. Final bout, and this final matchup, the Moldovan fans plenty to cheer. Chesnau to Paris, it is now Oleg Kretel who goes for bronze. And this was how getting the inside leg, the Iranian, the transfer of power from Oleg Kretel, textbook. The win is in the books for the Moldovans. At the end of that engrossing session on mat number 2. There's plenty of magical moments to enjoy. 28 big matches. If you joined us for all of them, I hope you enjoyed them. There's of course plenty more judo to come here at the Champ de Mars Arena. The mats have been taken up to create that platform for the final. It'll all be on one tatami.
Paralympic Games. Before you go, have a quick look around to make sure that you have all of your belongings and have a safe journey home.
We'll see with a kiss at the end of that super session of judo. The coaches worked hard, the fans gave it plenty, but the athletes delivering the big show and the big throws. And the results of that, of course, they get the chance to go for the medals in the final session coming up in the Champ de Mars Arena. And I hope you've certainly enjoyed it. And if you've got the chance, please join us for those medal matches. But for the moment, from the Champ de Mars Arena, it's goodbye for now.